This is Matt for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store. I'm delighted to be joined by Sports Illustrated Fighter of the Year, WBA World Champion, Dmitry Bivol. Dmitry, thank you for giving me some of your time. How's things?
Yeah, thank you. Everything is good. Thank you.
Have you had a good Christmas? Nice break?
Yeah, of course. I was with my family. It's main thing in Christmas, I think. And everyone is okay.
Yeah. Do you like having that bit of a break and spending time with your family and taking a step back away from training camp?
I like to spend time, of course, with my family because usually I'm in training camp and I'm without with them. And now I can spend time with my kids. I can see how they are growing up.
Yeah. Absolutely. Now, look, needless to say, you had an incredible year last year. You had a great year. You beat Canelo Alvarez in Las Vegas. You went in there as an underdog in terms of betting. And you also beat Zerdo Ramirez. What I want to ask you is, out of the two, which was the tougher challenge? Which was the bigger challenge for you?
Of course, the fight against Canelo was really tough for me because a lot of pressure was on me before the fight and during the fight, but I handled it. And against Ramirez, he was tough too, but he was awkward for me because he is southpaw. And after Canelo, I was prepared to. I was before Ramirez. I was prepared for crowd and everything, and it's two different fights, but both of them was tough.
Yeah. Do you have a preference for what you want to do next? If you could choose what you want to do, is it a case for you want all the belts? You want the winner of Beterbiev versus Yard? You want the Canelo rematch? What do you want to do next?
First of all, I want to get more belts. I want more belts. Just doesn't matter who. I just want a belts. It's light heavyweight or super middleweight. Which easier to make fight. I prefer this fight.
Now I know obviously at light heavyweight you have the WBA belt, and if you were to rematch with Canelo Alvarez, would you consider dropping so that you could fight for all his belts at super middleweight? Would that be enough motivation for you to fight him again doing that?
Of course, it will be enough for motivation for me to make 168. But I need to think about it more, because I wasn't 168 many years. I didn't make this weight. But if this fight is possible, okay, let's talk about it. Let's do it, and I think I will be ready.
Yeah. Has anyone from Canelo's team reached out to you to try and make this rematch happen? Obviously, you're with Matchroom, you're with Eddie Hearn. Have there been any contact at all?
I think this question you should ask for my manager. It will be better. He has more information than me, about this fight. He's on the line. We can ask him about.
Vadim, can you confirm that? Has anyone been in touch about the Canelo rematch?
Matt, there's been some conversations starting out basically this week, and it's very initial. And we're beginning to talk to Frank and Eddie. We'll see where this takes us. We'll see how serious it is, and we're probably going to start talking some terms in the coming week.
Do you feel now this year, Dmitry, with everything that you've achieved, you've got so much recognition from Sports Illustrated said Fighter of the Year. You beat Canelo, you beat an undefeated Zerdo Ramirez. Do you feel now that you're getting the respect you deserve?
Вадик, что он имеет в виду?
Ты сейчас считаешь, что ты получаешь заслуженное уважение от боксерского мира?
Yeah, of course. I feel the respect from boxing fans, from boxing organizations, and I feel I feel enough for on this time, and I should achieve more to get more attention. But now I am glad what I got, and which I am getting now. It's motivating me. It's motivating me for the future too. To get more attention, to get more respect.
Mm-hmm.
It's motivating, of course.
How have you found working with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom? He was someone who spoke very highly of you for a number of years. So has Frank Smith. How have you found working with Eddie and being with Matchroom?
Как переводится, Вадик?
Эдди и Фрэнк о тебе очень хорошо отзывались. Как тебе работать с Matchroom?
Хорошо. To be honest, I told it in the beginning of my relationship with the Matchroom. I told that I respect Eddie, and I feel that our relationship is good, because he found the fights for me, and I think he's one of the best promoter now. Maybe this year he's the best promoter in the world. He should get this this award. And I'm glad that award, yeah. And I'm glad that that I'm working with Freddie and Frank, or Eddie and Frank.
Yeah,
I'm glad that I'm working with them.
How did you find your experience in Abu Dhabi, going out to the Middle East? Middle East are doing a lot of fights now. I was there. It was a great event. How did you find it?
I'm really glad that I was fighting in the UAE, in the Middle East, and I really watched on Middle East from different side, and I'm glad that I had fight there. And this is a great place for living, for making fights, for everything. And I like people there, and I hope in the future I will fight there again.
Absolutely. One question I wanted to ask you: when you're not boxing, when you're having time off, what do you do? What are your other interests? Do you go out and do you play other sports? How do you keep yourself busy?
I spend a lot of time with the family when I'm without boxing, and I try to spend time with my friends too, of course, and I try to think about my future, doing some business stuff. Yeah. And I try to learn English.
Yeah.
And that's it, because I don't have too much time without boxing. Sometimes we're playing football, we're playing paintball with the friends, kind of like this.
Which football team do you support?
To be honest, I don't like to watch football. I like to play football. I don't like to watch boxing too much. I like do boxing. I'm enjoying to do something,
Yeah.
About football watching, it spend a lot of it spent 90 minutes. It's too much, I just lose 90 minutes. I can play 90 minutes.
Yeah.
But I watched the World Cup, of course. Some matches I watched, and of course I watched this time too. And about which team I was support, and it's Argentina, because of Messi, like everyone. Why? I can explain why. Because I like that we have in real the man who achieved everything in football.
Yeah.
He has every award. He was champion everywhere, and now he got the World Cup. I'm so happy that it's true story. It's motivating me. This is why I support him.
Yeah. Don't think anyone will argue he is probably the greatest of all time. He's Lionel Messi.
Yeah.
You mentioned there, you're looking at business and stuff like that. Do you envisage what you could do after boxing? Now you're 32 years of age. do you have plans for after boxing?
I don't have a correct plan, a 100% plan after boxing, but I have some ideas which I don't want to talk now.
Yeah.
Because I'm not the person who likes talk about his plan, even they are not ready, because I believe that if you have a plan, you have to planning it, not talking about it, planning and do something, and then you can talk about it when something is ready. But now I feel it's not ready something for me.
Yeah. Okay. Will you be in London for Beterbiev versus Yard? Are you going to come watch that?
I'm not sure. I think I will not be there because I'm gonna have my training camp.
Mm-hmm.
I have to be ready for. I have to be ready on May or end of the April because I want to get fight on this time. Yeah. And I have to think about it.
No problem. Well, just before we go, have you got a message for all your fans, all your UK fans, people who get behind you, people who support you in boxing on this journey?
Of course, I have every time a message for people who support me. Thank you, everyone who believed me, who watched my fights. I really appreciate. You are making me stronger, and I wish you health. I wish you love boxing, not only for watching on TV. I wish you will love boxing for do boxing, not sparring. It's dangerous. Just do boxing, and I hope in 2023 we will have more great fights, and we will be a winner. And thank you for supporting me. And about English fans, I like English fans. I like Mexican fans. I like all the fans, but Mexican and English fans, I think it's crazy fans. They really love boxing. They love boxing, and I know it. I feel it, and it's great.
Well, Dmitry, thank you for giving me some of your time today. Hopefully, when your fight's announced, we can catch up and do another interview closer to the time. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.